I have a very healthy relationship with school personally. Like I know what this gala and whatever it comes with.
Black child, you're going far.
Hey guys. Hello. Welcome to the Run Chats with Bubba with the good hair. My name, of course, is Patricia Pimo Guena. If you're new here, welcome to the club. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to subscribe right here. And also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Like your loyalty does good things to me. Anyways, as you can see with the title of the video today, we'll be talking about something that's a little bit too deep. I'm liking, you know, two-time graduate. That's me. I'm a two-time graduate. I hold a qualification in human resource management, and I also now hold a qualification in marketing management. It it has been hard. Yeah, so first of all, like let me give a big shout out to God, my family, and most of all,
I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop.
yeah, so um it's been quite an amazing journey, and both of my qualifications, I did not obtain them as easy as many people would think or as it may look like. I did do a late application inquiry for my human resource management qualification, of which initially I wanted to do what's this? I got accepted for doing microbiology and genetics. But yeah, I don't remember if they called it um biomed or something, but it had to do with microbiology and of course, genetics at the Northwest University. Unfortunately, due to financial constraints, I was not able to go there. So this is just really a background. So I was not able to go there. I missed I like my NSFS was not even approved. Um so we my mom was not working at the time when I finished school. Um and obviously, we reached out to a few family members to send help, but yeah, I was not able to actually go and register there. I was honestly heartbroken for me. Like I was really heartbroken, and but we moved. Hey, I think being on that whole journey with my mom has something that has also made things to be quite easier because I remember that even at some point she was the one who was fighting to get me to school more than I myself was fighting for my own self. So I got to TET. I did a late application inquiry. Cool. And also like remember at that time we had like a bursary that I was approved for, but for some reason they said that they do not fund and they do not fund outside the Gauteng province. So I needed to find something here. We tried. My application for Verts has long gone. Like if you dile khale, UP gone. Like there was no even space for me to even do late application, whatever. I tried Medunsa still, you know. I remember Medunsa actually replied me late when I was already in TUT, right? So okay, Khoshapo. Then after that, yeah, I got to TET. I was visiting a friend, and like, oh, go and give it a try in there. And I was like, okay, let's go. Then I got there, and they showed me the courses that were available. Initially, I wanted to do hospitality, but hospitality was just full. Like Had I gone earlier, I was gonna find it because it had been full for that day, and I was looking at something that had to do with like people because like I like interacting with people, and also that had to do with like uh I think like more of a personal cause. So yeah, I resorted to human resource management. I started doing more research about it and found out that it has not like it has more to do more than just hiring people, and there are different fragments in the human resource fraternity that you can branch into as a human research graduate. So um and it's a growing, there can never not be um no jobs for HR if an organization is existing, right? So yeah, fine. Then we went to a class. I remember my first week strike. Then I found one of my friends there. Okay, fine, sharp. Then I started my course. I was traveling from home. It was difficult. I used to wake up like at 3 a.m. I wake up at 3 a.m. By 4, I needed to be at the bus stop, and my mom would go with me, like Ankapa, to the bus stop. Sorry, Ankapa to bus stop, and she would go back and prepare for work herself. That one, she would go and prepare for work later on in the year. Yeah, she only got employed like later on in the year during my first year. So yeah, initially she would just cover me and go back home, and yeah, but initially mid year of my first year it was only then that she got a job. And then yeah, she would do that process either way. Okay, it was very difficult. Traveling and school, they don't go well together. So if you're a parent and you're watching this video, please make sure that you find the nearest accommodation for your child, or the nearest yeah, the nearest accommodation for your child, because traveling for a long distance, for traveling like over an hour, and it's even worse. I was traveling with a bus, so the bus would take forever. They go with times. If umisa eu, then you're alive, right? So for me, waking up early was also because I realized that going to the bus stop late, it meant that I would have to stand up in the bus. And imagine standing up in the bus. Firstly, you're standing up at the queue, then you stand up in the bus. That's going to travel for like 1.5 hours to get to where it is, including traffic, muting more. Then you need to be fresh for your class. Then ujile movie in the morning. It honestly, it was so much of a struggle. My first day was so much of a struggle for me because there wasn't much to even ask for, and there was also nothing much to give from my mom, to be precise. Um, so man, but we survived. I remember, like, even today, I don't eat Movate. So if I do visit any of you and you give me Movate, it will be so much of a trigger because I had it so much during my first year, and I was like, this is not the life that I want to live. Yeah, well, um, then fine. We did my first year was traveling. So traveling, I get home around by my 7 to 8, and I need to do some schoolwork and I bed and sleep around 9, 10, so that I'm able to wake up without any hassles. Katari. So that was basically my life. Like my family was supportive of not giving me chores for that year because I would come back home tired. Sometimes I'm so emotional, or I don't like this. I don't want to do this and all that and all that. Cool. Fine. Then I went to. Fine. I passed, Shem. I passed. I remember I got all my distinctions right. Cool. Then like in class when you're quiet, you don't have friends and you're just passing, and for some reason, there were just some people who didn't like me for that. And I didn't care. So the story that went around when I didn't come back for second year was that I failed. And I told people, I told some of my classmates that I passed, but how is it that I'm not there? So in 2015, I was like the topic of I was a hot topic. Okay, fine. I was okay with that. In 2015, my bursary, that bursary that told me that they do not fund outside of Gauteng, said, Hore, they can't fund me for 2015, and they didn't even pay the fees. 2014. Okay, so I spent like the first month of like academic year trying to get to school, trying to make arrangements, trying to like I tried, man, I tried. That was my life. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'll stay home. It happens. Not it was not even 1 month because I think the first 3 months, me going to campus all the time, trying to figure out like where can I get help? Somebody help me. God's sake. I mean, I passed. I deserve to be in school. Why are you guys doing like this? Why is the system so not fair? Cool. Fine. We move from that. Um, so yeah, it happened. Then the first amendment was me and trying to figure out how the hell do I get myself back to TT. Then I failed. Then I was okay with it, and my mom was like, I can see that this is affecting you and all that and all that. So we'll make a plan. Let's try to save up so that we get you back next year. Something will come up. I remember my mom was moving around everywhere with my academic record, trying to ask for people to fund me and all that. She tried. She really tried, but it was just not enough because I didn't go to school in 2015. But I was like, I have a very healthy relationship with school personally. Like, I know, let's and whatever it comes with. Fine. Then, I I then decided, like, you know what? There's a local college, TNC, Temba branch. Like, you know what? I'm going to register at TNC because I hear it's easy to get funding at a TVET, and even so, even if it's not funding, at least it would be better for me. Like, I can easily manage my like mama could try, like something could come out for me to even pay for the cost because it's not that much expensive as our traditional unis, right? Cool. Then I registered for my N4 in public management. For me, because I was used to the pressure, the system of traveling, like I'm disciplined in my schoolwork, like I make sure that I'm top of everything. Um, and the pressure was different. So like for me in college, it was like, "Hi, okay, we move. We get we really getting this qualification. We moving. It doesn't matter because like for me it was a notch, like two notches below what like the kind of pressure that I was used to. So it was enjoyable for me to actually go to school and enjoy what I'm doing and so when I registered for public management, there were some subjects that I knew from my first year of human resource management. So it was like more of the things that I did than before. So it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't tragic. It wasn't, it was just like, ah, man, I'm a college student and whatnot. Okay, fine. 2015, I got my N4 in public management with TNC. 2016, then now we have to go for N5. Then the bursary office calls, Madam, we see that you were a beneficiary and would like to find you. I told them crap. I was like, guys, you guys are all phone calls, all don't go to Northwest, all don't. You guys are a bunch of liars. Mina, I'll believe you when I see that we're signing on the dotted line and this time everything is across the board and, right? And they're like, no, we understand the. You don't know 1 year of my life that I could have done something for myself has been like my life for the first 3 months, including my birthday in there, was nothing to enjoy. There was nothing to enjoy about my life then. And it was because of you and Maga, right? So I will trust you when I see a check in my hand to say, oh, you're paying for my school. Oh, you want my bank confirmation. Oh, right? That's just me. Period. Cool. Then they said, okay, you'll come to the office, go to this office, sign. Okay, good. Then I did that. I did all that they required of me, but I did not dump my TNC that took me when I was down and out. So I had still it was also fortunately it was also a time where it took a little bit longer. I think like there was just something happening with the system. So they said we should come the other week. So on that other week, it was that week where it was information was said, Hore, if you have so TT made an announcement that if you have outstanding balance, then we can make arrangements and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. Fine. Me and my mama, we went to TT, we went there, we remember we did an arrangement. That lady was like, we want 8,000 rand right now. I was like, girl, we don't have it. You can see that we do not have it. Like there was a way in which that lady was addressing the whole issue, right? I believe that when you work with people, there has to be some sense of humanity and sensitivity to issues that are affecting the other person, right? But she was saying it like she doesn't care. Like that's what was disturbing for me. She was saying it like she doesn't care of what is happening, or either I don't have the cash or I don't have the cash. She just wants the cash and all that. It was like the whole point of making an arrangement is to say that should you have any cash that comes across or that comes, you pay, right? So why do you like you're not sensitive to this matter? I don't know if I'm not human enough or what, but you're just not sensitive to this matter as you're supposed to be. How madoda? Fine, then I was able to do that um arrangement. So the bursary office was like, send us your proof of registration and whatnot and whatnot. So now we had to find 1,500 to register at TUT just for the bursary to keep holding. Okay. So mom's was like, okay, no, we get this. Then gave me the cash. Then I went to register. After that whole arrangement. Then I remember I was just chilling. I was still traveling. I didn't have a residence still, which is like I was so over the issue of traveling. I was like, we're still going to travel because then I was able to live with my aunt for a bit, in Nashville, so it was better to travel from that side instead of in Hammanskraal. And I was also from my dad's. It was fine. Like I was chilled with the whole traveling issue and whatnot. Cool. Then now, um, here I was chilling. I didn't have class at home. Bing, bing, bing. Message what's in. Oh, so much money into my account. What's happening here? I was like, oh, okay. Then that a friend has the name of my bursary. Then I rounded the house. Then I sat down and I cried. I cried because um, it came at a time where I was kind of like hopeless, in terms of finishing that TET qualification, and it was kind of like baggage off my shoulder was being removed to say, um, okay, no, okay. So while I was busy moving around, attending class in school, I had applied for it and then I got accepted. it was mid-month. It was mid-month, but my mom made a plan for me to move into res, having food. Um, just I remember it was even around that time, this time when I moved to res. Yeah. So yeah, I was chilling, I was chilling, I was chilling. Um, so I didn't have classes on Monday. I still remember I didn't have classes on Monday, so I went home for the weekend. Then that following Monday, I was still at home. I was still at home. Then while at home, I was chilling. Then I got a bank notification with so much money with my bursary reference, and I was like, oh my God. Then I rounded the house. I remember my mom was there. Um, yeah, it was so emotional for me. It was really like emotional for me because the difficulty that I had to endure just for me to get back to school, and the effort in all that it is that I had done to make sure that I pass and I pass well has paid off, right? And I told mama, so mama told bolelang. So she thought that I'm having flashbacks or triggers or whatever. So she's like, why are you crying? So ke montsha phone, montsha the notification, and she sat down and cried as well because it's what we needed. It's the day that we've prayed for. It's the day that we've been dreading for, and it was there. It was here this time. So, yeah. So I told her, oh, let's go because I needed a laptop. Then I had a computer, but then the portability of a computer. So yeah, so I had a laptop. So I was like, I need a laptop. Let's go buy a laptop. Let's go get you a few things and stuff and stuff and stuff. So I guess that's when my life got transformed. But that's just where I'm gonna leave it. We're going to delve into part two. So yeah, stay tuned for part two.